I can't.
Is the volume good for everyone right now?
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be okay. I'm looking at the levels right now in the stream. So yeah, you should be good. And
Yeah, I haven't been playing the queen since I played US. So. I feel like it's soggy. It's really soggy of me.
okay, let me actually. I forgot to mute Ross. Let me do that real quick.
Do it right off the bat.
It would have been kind of funny seeing Fonz try and commentate 2 matches at the same time.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny with that. All right, so it looks like what's up? Someone say something? AG said. Oh, interesting. So it looks like Yeesh may be queening, and Ross said that he decided earlier this week that he was not going to queen. So this could be, yeah, this could be interesting.
This is a different team dynamic entirely.
Yeah, this is 100% a different team dynamic entirely. It looks like a bunch of folks are actually just joining us on the stream now, so welcome to the stream. The match is actually still being... Oh, I should actually just alt-tab over right now. It's starting right now. Yeesh is actually queening, so I guess Ross, who was the initial intended queen, got subbed out. And so Yeesh should be queening. Oh, and it looks like...
Last moment queen sub. Should have some implications for this match.
Oh, did they switch colors too?
Might have.
Yeah, they switched colors. Okay.
Who's supposed to be who?
I think, yeah, Flight of Bumblebears was supposed to go blue, but they went gold. Okay. Corvus, you can commentate real quick. I'm going to reset the scoreboard. Give me 1 second here.
Okay. Iron Snail rushing middle. Yeesh is going to clear these 2 workers up in mid. Blue got a ledge out in the AG. He's going to pop right into that gold hive. Ross doing some work on the lower berries. He's got 6 in almost all by himself. We got a great clear on Yeesh right there. Get him out of the way. We got 4 berries left on blue. They're making quick work of the hive. But gold is not far behind. They've got 6. We're getting some cool throws there. AG accidentally baseballs one in with that mace. That happens sometimes. Gold missing a couple throws. That was a great little lob throw. I got to learn that one, workshop that one. They got 1 left. They're really trying to fit it in there, but blue's got 1 left as well. It's just going to be a down-to-the-wire match. Bradford doing some good ledge guarding as a drone, but it's not enough. And Spancakes is able to put in the last one with a young Kobe. Dunk that bad boy.
Nice. Thank you, Corvus. And so that was like actually just enough time for me to get the scoreboard fixed. So next we're going to enter a Black Queen's Keep.
That was a down-to-the-wire helix. If all the matches are this close, you're in for a treat, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely. Yeesh and Iron Snail both opening mid. Iron Snail going for a great clear, but he's still not able to get any of his workers up. Ross is just running that snail from the beginning. AG looking to get up on Shield Sword and does. Yeesh looking to contest some gates. AG going in for worker clears. Server Hound is last for, and now cleared. Yeah,
Blue with the full mill supremacy right now.
Absolutely.
Iron Snail's in trouble. He's going to have to clear some mill. He does. He clears 1.
Yeesh with the second
kill. Get
kill.
these gates open.
Yeah, Iron Snail on last life now. Great snail pressure from the blue team here. AG looking to defend. Ross covering that vertical wrap really well. Oh, yeah, and Ross getting the final kill on Iron Snail.
Once you get wiped on that map and you need to rush to get some of your own guys up on those gates, it can be really tough as a queen and provides a lot of opportunities for a good maceman like Ross to clear you coming up from underneath on the wrap.
Absolutely. Thanks for that, Corvus. Looks like both queens are going to open mid here, try to give their workers some time to get out. There's some berry bumping action going on here on the bottom gates, but AG and Ross both getting up for the blue team. Game Commander holding the front for the gold team, getting Bradford out as well, and stacking with Seaverhound. Ross is now last for the blue team. Gold team looking to assert their mill dominance. Bradford goes in for a kill. Blue is now wiped. Yeesh is just sitting back looking for some easy worker clears there and gets one. Blue is just tossing in the berries, and Bradford gets a kill on Yeesh.
Great punish on Yeesh. Blue's going to put in some berries here to relieve some pressure off of their queen. Hopefully get some of the mill up, giving Yeesh a little opportunity to hit that gate. Wow, what a great clear by Yeesh.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
getting his guys up. He's got pancakes. Let's see if they can get another and ride the snail.
Yeah, Game Commander looking to hold the wrap, getting Bradford up as well. Iron Snail creeping in, is not able to get anything out of it, but he's able to get one more warrior up. Ross is just riding that snail, but Iron Snail is in the trap house, looking to go in for some clears. Ooh. Somehow escapes. Yeah, crazy.
Great escape.
And Pancakes with the punish.
Pancakes.
Yeah. Ross looking for that speed.
Ross getting greedy.
Yeah.
Ooh, instantly cleared by Snail.
Ooh, an AG with the last kill. So set 1 goes to Electricity Biscuits. Not sure where they got that name from, but I know we just came into the stream a little bit late. So I'll kind of go into the teams here in a second. Yeesh we've seen as like Hive in Place, who won the tournament last year, won the IGL Tier 1 last year for West. And then we have AG, Ross, and Spancakes. So Spancakes used to run with Penguin's team and was now looking to compete West. AG and Ross both running on East teams as well, all KQA players. The Iron Snail Bradford team, they were actually a Tier 2 IGL team last year, stepping it up to Tier 1 this season. So actually I said year, I meant season. Anyway, for our second set, we're actually opening with a split Juniper, so we didn't see one last time. Let's see how the teams do this time.
On split Juniper, I like to get a sword and board up as a top Hive ledge if possible. I've seen the best results with that. A lot of the time, whoever gets their sword and board up and who survives the longest usually has a good chance of winning.
Corvus goes straight for the shield sword speed.
Shield sword speed, that's right. Even better.
AG getting the sword and board up for the blue team here, looking to clear Bradford. Oh, but Bradford able to clear and then gets cleared himself by Yeesh. Berries are looking pretty even for both these teams at this point. Actually, yeah, exactly even. Ross looking to throw in some berries for his team. Game Commander actually threw away a berry from his side, so I'm not sure what happened with that.
Gold team's having some slippery feet on those platforms. I don't know if those platforms are frozen over, but some of the jumps they're missing. Let's see if they can claw their way back here.
Absolutely. Ooh, Bradford with a good intercept, but then I think he actually threw it into the blue team's base. So the blue team is now 2 berries out. Gold with a severe deficit, finally getting Game Commander and Seaverhound out on mill, but then Spancakes dunks the last one for the win. Map 1 goes to Electricity Biscuits.
Very nicely played by Blue. They got their ledge up, and he stayed there almost the whole time. That's exactly what you want on split. Nicely done. We got some people in the chat wanting Spancakes to get on gun. He's one of the best guns in the game. Let's see if he does it.
Yeah. Oh, Ross with a good berry stun there. No worker is able to get out for the gold team. Gold team is wiped. Blue team is able to get 2 out. AG looking for a gate and gets shield. Maybe he's going for the shield sword. Oh, but he doesn't have a berry. Spancakes looking to get up sword, not getting gun.
Great punish by Iron Snail. Great punish. Yeesh was farming workers. Iron Snail with the nice uppercut on Yeesh.
Absolutely. Looks like the momentum has changed a little bit from the beginning. Although Blue still has Spancakes up on sword. Bradford now up on sword for the... Oh, actually he's down. But Iron Snail actually did a really good job clearing mill. So when Blue had a pretty big advantage. But then Spancakes is able to get the clear on Iron Snail, so both queens are now down 1.
Pancakes has been up for an awfully long time. I've seen him with great spacing. He's guarding his workers, throwing in some beans.
Yep.
He's clearing some of the mill on gold. I think he's been the MVP of the match so far.
100%. It looks like AG and Ross are actually running berries. And Spancakes gets another clear.
We got a punish right there.
Yep. Spancakes with 2 kills on Iron Snail this map. Iron Snail looking to get his mill up. Gets a clear, gets another mill up. Oh, and gets another clear. So
Great
blue is now wiped.
Spancakes
Yeah.
right there.
Huge wipe for Iron Snail.
Iron Snail says, I don't think so, Spancakes. You're not getting up. That's not what happened last time I let you get up.
Yeah, and they're doing... Gold team is doing a really good job denying blue of these last 3 berries. Blue's got to get some mill pressure up to help defend and escort the objective. AG getting up on gun and not able to get anything yet. And gets cleared by Iron Snail. Ross now up mace, looking to clear some of these swords, covering the vertical wrap. Oh, actually looking for a kill on Iron Snail, but does not get it. And Yeesh goes down. Actually, I didn't see who killed Yeesh.
I'd like to see Gold maybe relieve some of this berry pressure, maybe do a drop down on the snail. I think if they just play to prevent the berries from going in, they could be in trouble.
Yeah, it looks
They
like
need a counterpunch here.
it looks like they're just going for mill at this point. They don't really have an objective. But both queens are on last. Ooh, and one more berry goes in for the blue team. AG almost gets that throw. Not quite, though. Blue team is still wiped. Spancake's looking for a gate. Yeesh isn't able to get there. Yeesh with incredible patience, though, clears 1 mill. They're looking to pass through the wrap, or through the hive gate there. Game Commander going gun. Let's see if he can get a snipe on Yeesh here.
Yeah, Yeesh is going to be... ooh, barely misses one right there. He's going to be playing slippery pig right here. He's going to try and avoid these gunshots, these swooping swords. Game Commander just sitting there.
Oh,
great clash.
my God.
What were we just talking about?
Well, so I think he actually clashed the sword and clashed the gun at this, like, same time. Or not
The
same
double
time. But like,
clash?
yeah, I thought it was a double clash, yeah. So it
I'll
looks
be honest,
like...
I didn't even know you could shoot the gun through that gap. I'm impressed.
So yeah, gold team is actually able to take a map here. I'm color me impressed. Ooh, Yeesh with the intro kill, yeah. This is gonna be a huge advantage for the blue team, getting a couple of workers out. AG is out on sword, Spancake out on sword, Ross running berries, but Seaverhound up. Iron Snail looking to get Game Commander up as well.
Looks like Ross is throwing in some beans right here. They've got some early pressure. It looks like Yeesh didn't want Russ to run beans anymore and knocks that bean out of the hive.
I actually really like
Ross
to
is
see...
going back to it.
Yeah, oh, AG with a great punish on Iron Snail. Iron Snail on Last Life. I actually love to see this berry pressure on this pod, just because I feel like most games just end up in mill, and having that extra objective pressure gives your team the edge when you have to ledge from the other side.
Oh,
so.
Yeesh, trying to do some queen berries. I see you, buddy. I see you.
Yeah, he's trying to style points right now.
Yeah, pod mainly devolves into a rock'em sock'em slugfest in most games, so it's really cool seeing teams run berries here successfully. It requires a lot of coordination. Your warriors... Ooh, I'm just going to shut up. That was a thing of beauty.
I mean, it can end in a mill victory, but if you have the objective pressure leads to the victory. So I still call it
exactly.
I'll call it a berry win in my book.
We know what the audience wants, and that's a long, drawn-out objective win.
Agree. Sheesh. All right. Our first Spire here? No, we had a Spire before.
Yeesh opens safe, diving down to safe gates. You also get someone up on far gate. Oh, I'm wrong. Wow. We got Sergeant Spancakes up. He gets a nice clear on a mill. Gold still got 2. We got Game Commander ledging on the blue hive, thinking they're going to go berries. And they are doing some berries, but Severe Hound gets a berry in. It's only 2-1. Anything could happen.
Ooh, Iron Snail going in for Yeesh. Narrowly missing him. Ooh, AG with a huge wipe on both mill for the gold team. Gold team is now wiped. Yeesh looking
nice
to farm
little
drones.
assist there, AG.
Yeah. So Iron Snail's got to make some huge clears here with the Snail Runner and 2 mil protection. And Yeesh is able to go in for a punish. Gold team scrambling. Maybe he can get up on mid. Yeah, Game Commander getting up. Seaverhound trying to push the Snail back, but jumps off to try to get up. Ooh, some bumps there, and AG is able to kill Iron Snail through the wrap. Iron Snail now on last life. Bumblebears looking like they have a huge disadvantage on this map. Ooh, oh, Iron Snail punishing.
Great punish on Iron Snail, but look at that, AG, the Queen Killer himself.
The Queen Killer himself through the wrap. Set 2.
You think AG stands for a guy, but it doesn't. He's a Queen Killer. The dude's a maniac.
Oh man, they didn't even leave the stat screen up.
I think Yeesh was like 54-4 or something. And hard to say. Yeah, it would be nice to leave that up for a little bit longer, but what can you do?
Yep, and actually, I haven't been using my replays, so I gotta start doing that the third set.
Maybe I'll use my snipping tool to get a picture of those stats. We can discuss them in between sets.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, just waiting for the third set here. I wonder if there's going to be any subs from either side. I don't think that Electricity Biscuits is going to be able to sub any people because they only have 4 on their roster right now. But I know that Flight of the Bumblebears, they actually have Alt PPT and actually I think a couple other folks. Let me see here. Yeah, so they have Alt PPT and Govna. Govna might come in as well, but does not. They leave in their previous lineup. So yeah, set 3, we'll see if Bumblebears can bring it back against the Electricity Biscuits. Oh, thanks, Matt.
If
Looks
blue
like
if blue or gold pulls off a Helix Snail, I'm gonna pull a Jats and eat my shoe.
okay. You want to take a bet if any team is going to run Snail on Helix? I don't think so.
I'll give the odds at like 1 to 500.
I take
that,
those
again,
odds.
even that might be not enough. Who
That's
knows?
true. That's true. All right, we got another BQK. Looks like Yeesh goes through the hives.
Ooh.
Iron Snail with a great gate deny there. Spancake's punching at a berry for the... Oh, Game Commander with a nice snipe there from the gun. Blue team finally gets AG out. Yeesh with the first kill on Iron Snail. Game Commander covering the wrap with the gun. Iron Snail getting some more mill kills. AG is down. Spancake's is the last for the blue team. Spancake's getting a great clear on the gun. Iron Snail getting Bradford out on Shield Sword. Gold team still does not have any objective pressure here, except for a berry. It looks like they're mostly just trying to shut down the berry pressure from the blue team. But I would like to see them... Ooh, and Iron Snail with a great punish.
Great
Yeah.
pinch.
Yeesh goes through the hive, and Iron Snail is there to punish. Gold... Ooh, and another kill from Iron Snail
Great
through the
punish.
wrap.
That was a severe hound baiting the dive down through the wrap. Nice timing there. That is a hard one to hit. A lot of the time you get a clash with the queen there. Perfectly timed though.
So it looks like primary...
He's going for the one-on-one against the sword and board. The ball's on that dude.
Yep.
He gets it.
Oh man, gunshot was almost there. Blue team is only 2 berries out. They just dunk 3 at the same time.
And triple dunks.
Bradford
Call
now.
these boys the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, and a
berry
bounce.
bump on the top.
Oh, and a pass through the hive. They need to knock it out of the way. Yes, and they're able to.
There you go.
Game Commander now getting up on sword.
Getting sword and board. Look at that. How do you have the time? Some great clears.
Yeesh looking to clear some mill, deny some gates. Ross with the pass, but Seaverhound says no. Spancake's with the throw. Game Commander says no. Blue's got to get some mill
What do you think the
clears.
solution is, Prosiv?
What's
How
that?
do you think we can relieve some of the pressure here if you're gold? What would you do?
I would probably use my other worker and push Snail.
I think that's a good idea. Having someone push the snail kind of draws the eyes across of the workers, and right now, blue is not trying to get up at all.
Yeah.
They're trying to get that last berry in.
Ooh, they almost get. Oh, and Seaverhound.
Oh, there it is.
There it is with the victory. And actually, I'm gonna pop to a replay here so we can check out that. I know, Corvus, you may not be able to see it, but yeah, we'll check that out. So Yeesh flying in for a kill here, and pushing a berry in, and Seaverhound is able to go in for the punish. So yeah, we'll go back to
And
that.
that's actually the second time that's happened to Yeesh. One berry remaining, and he gets punished by one of the gold workers.
Ooh, I run Snail with a huge punish on Yeesh. But workers are pretty even now at this point. Ross and Spancakes punching in berries for the blue team. Looks like they're going berry pressure again. Game Commander getting up on Speed Sword. So gold is now 3. Blue is only 1 at this point. Spancakes AG running around the map looking for a gate. Yeesh has got to make some clears. Ross though with a underhanded kill. Oh,
the flight of the speed swords.
Flight of the Speed Swords. Bumblebears
punch on you.
mean Speed Swords, mean Tokyo Swords. It's so even right now. Ross is Soul Warrior for the blue team. Game Commander Soul Warrior for the... Oh, and clashes Yeesh. Seaverhound now up for the gold team as well. I run Snail with a huge clear. Oh, I run Snail's chasing Yeesh through the wrap, but abandons. Oh, AG with a huge clear on the Speed Sword.
Margins here.
Yeah. Oh, and I run Snail.
Oh, how impressive was that?
That was super
That
impressive.
deserves a replay.
Yeah. All right, we got the instant replay up here. So we see AG gets the clear there on the right hand side, and there's some footsie next to the gate, and I run Snail is able to punish Yeesh on that one. So 2 maps for the Bumblebear team. Looks like Bradford's going to get out, and Iron Snail is able to deny the gate from AG for the blue team. Yeesh not able to get anyone up yet. A slight berry advantage here for the gold team. Spancake's finally getting up on sword. Yeesh is able to clear Bradford. Or actually, Spancake's went speed. AG went mace. Gold needs to get another worker out and is able to get Bradford on sword. Looks like Gold has a huge advantage. Game Commander gets a great bounce throw in. And another one, so they're only 1 out. AG with a huge clear on Iron Snail. But can they get the last berry in? Not quite. I think they're going to need to get a mill out for this actually to happen.
This is the most the easiest hold hit because, like I was going to say, you can just fall straight through and hit a dunk without touching anything. Perfect.
Yep. And we're going to take
nice
a look.
3-0 comeback from Flight of the Bumblebears.
Yeah, what a strike back on this one. Yeah. We can check out that replay real quick. So it looks like, yeah, Seaverhound just able to fly it in there. And yeah, we can briefly take a look at the stats. So Queens are pretty even. Yeesh with 29, Iron Snail with 28. Fewer deaths from Iron Snail. Game Commander and Spancakes even on the berries. Actually, the team's very, very even on the stats.
Iron Snail had a great survivability on that last set. I don't know if he changed his play style there, but it really showed with only 4 deaths in 3 games, whereas Yeesh had 7. You could see it in his patience and his discipline, getting his workers up and going for the punishes on Yeesh. Great play by Iron Snail.
Yeah, absolutely. I was not expecting this showing from this gold team, especially with that last minute pivot from Ross on Queen to Yeesh on Queen. So they've done a really, really good job at adapting. And we go right back to Helix where the gold team was able to take the berry lead early on. So let's see if they can make a repeat or if Electricity Biz is going to adapt and make some adjustments to their gameplay.
I always like seeing what the Queens do here. There's a couple of different opens. You know, you can prioritize the middle berries. You can prioritize getting someone up on mace, even sword. I like to see what the queens here do.
So it looks like both ledges are getting out. So AG for the blue team and Bradford for the gold team. So even on ledges, it looks like Ross is doing those bottom berries for the blue team. Gold team not making a lot of their throws here, maybe because of the AG ledging. But Iron Snail's got to go in for that clear, and does. So both teams are running 3-co at this point. So 3-co versus 3-co.
All the berries from the gold side, hits 2 berries in with a kick. It's a great play by Ross right there.
Absolutely, yeah. I think 3 berries went in at one time, and there were only 2 out. They're 1 out, and Ross is able to dunk the last one.
Yeah, Eduardo had some very heads-up plays there. He kicked the berries away from the gold hive. He kicked one in, did an automatic throw. A lot of workers get very single-minded when they're throwing in berries and don't often look into the other hive and see what the other team's doing. So very heads-up play.
Yep. And back to a BQK. I know the last few times, blue has gotten a really good lockout on the mill and then goes berries, and then the momentum is pivoted where gold gets mill. So let's see. Ooh, so it looks like Game Commander going insta snail. Bradford now getting up on sword. 2 swords up, AG and Spancakes up for the blue team. Ross now riding that snail back.
That snail gets into the tunnel, it's going to be a problem.
Ooh,
Great punish by AG on Ross.
AG.
It's in the danger zone.
And Spancakes with the second kill.
Good job staying alive by Game Commander there. If they have any chance of bringing that snail back, he's going to need to stay alive. AG, Queen Killer.
AG with the second, or with the final kill, actually. So this is our match game here. Tally Fields.
The way that gold team responded to blue in the last set, it seems like blue is responding to gold. Just dominating performance so far in this 4th set.
Absolutely. It looks like Ross going for that insta-snail. Seaverhound up for Mace for the gold team. AG finally looking to get out. Gold team, though, has 2. Oh, and Game Commander cleared by Yeesh. I think he was iframed.
Yeesh narrowly avoiding Severe Hound's mace. I saw him bump up against him a couple times. Nice punish there on Iron Snail. Yeesh's micro on this map, very, very good.
Yeesh getting Spancakes out on Mace as well. AG out on Mace, so 2 maces for the blue team. Only 1 up for the gold team. Looks like they're just looking to ride the snail. Iron Snail getting a clear on Spancakes. Spancakes going snail now. Bradford not able to clear. AG with some clears as well himself, holding down the front with the mace. Seaverhound with a shot on Yeesh, getting him down 1 life. Iron Snail with some huge clears there, stopping the snail pressure. Some more shots from Seaverhound.
Narrowly clashed that laser.
Ooh! Iron Snail with a huge hero play, goes down. All blue has to do is jump on the snail. Oh, and Yeesh is able to get the final kill on Iron Snail. And teams exchanging GGs with each other, so we can see the final replay here. Iron Snail with the huge clears. He had to go and stop it. He has to go back in. Yeesh knows, and he's able to punish.
Yeesh with the response here. He comes back after dying 7 times in the previous set. Only dies once here, 25-1. Ross with the objective pressure, 8 berries, 1,020 snail. They really came back. It seemed like they were mad after losing that 3rd set, and they come back for a 3-0.
Yeah, I'm actually really, really impressed with how Bumblebears did. Like, considering that they were a tier 2 team last season, and I think Bradford was the one who was queening for them. Iron Snail is a new queen. He's just coming up, kind of like myself, and I feel his pain, right? Like he's up against a tier 1 queen who won last season, so I think it was a valiant effort from the Bumblebear team for them to get a 3-0 on that 3rd set was huge, and they did a really good adaptation there. I would have liked to see a little bit more, and I'll get your thoughts here as well, Corvus. I would have liked to see a little bit more objective pressure from the gold team. I think the objective pressure was primarily led by blue. And so it kind of put the gold team in bad spots. So, for example, that last tally that we saw, the BQK. So I think that was kind of like a turning point where Gold kept on having to stop the objective pressure instead of putting on their own. So they were put in that disadvantageous position. So
it is a hard flip to make. When you start out, you start playing reactively to usually what the other team is doing. In order to win an IGL, especially in Tier 1, you need to be able to play proactively, in a sense, kind of assert your will. For berries, you need to be able to guard your berry throwers going in, maybe escort them. If you're running snail, you have great spacing. There are a lot of razor thin margins. If your full team goes down, it can be bad. I saw Yeesh doing a lot of great farming on those gold workers. They probably felt a little bit panicked at times and tried to resort to their safety blanket, which was continuing to get up. We did see it work a couple of times on those BQKs. They got 2 game-winning kills on Yeesh. But in general, yes, I think some objective pressure could have alleviated that pressure on their own queen, I Run Snail. But I think we can expect great things from that team. If you want a look at that team's potential, look no further than set 3, where they 3-0'd this Electricity Biscuit squad.
absolutely. Yeah, thanks for that input, Corvus. It was really insightful. So yeah, with that, we're pretty much, that calls it for week 1 IGL. I think our deadline to submit the scores is Monday. So if any other teams are playing, then get your games in quick because you don't have much time. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the casting schedule. I would put the new schedule up, or actually, I guess I can switch over to the browser real quick.
Let's get a look. We got a couple minutes.
Yeah, if we got a couple minutes to hang around. Oops. Sorry, let me get my Firefox up here.
And while you're getting them up, I have to say thanks for the last minute co-caster edition.
Oh yeah, no worries, man. There we go. Okay, so we have our IGL Almanac. Thanks to huge shout out to Bee's Knees, who did a ton of work to put this together. And thanks for KG for rating my channel after the previous match. So appreciate all the folks who joined us here a little bit later. But yeah, just taking a look at, we just completed week 1 and checking out week 2. Let's see what we got here. So Whiskey Business versus East Toast House Flippers, Flap Around and Find Out versus Tenacious Beat. Some of these names are killing me, man.
I love these names. I love it.
Scout Squad versus cross-platform disadvantaged Switch players. Terror Bears versus Bumblebears. That'll be an interesting one. Looks like they have like the 2 hardest matches first. Boombox versus, so your team, Corvus, versus Oops All Berries.
Right.
That's going to be Andres and Cobine's team. Electricity
One of the
Biscuits.
3 teams named Oops All Berries.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
quite the debacle.
Yeah, I guess like people didn't talk to each other on that. I don't know how that, did you guys all have like this? I mean, I guess it's not your team, but did they all have the same idea, like Oops All Berries at the same time? Is it some like internet meme that I don't know about?
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of graphics like prepared for it. It's a Captain Crunch brand and it's like a ready-made joke. So a lot of people looking for team names, might resort to it. Luckily, none of the teams are in the same leagues, right? You've got a Tier 1 West team named it. You have a Tier 3 East team named it. And my Tier 2 team on East is also named it. So at least we don't have any mix-up of Oops All Berries versus Oops All Berries because that would just be unacceptable. But
absolutely. So it looks like
this spreadsheet is a total work of art. I mean, even if you're not on an IGL team, you should definitely look at this IGL Almanac spreadsheet. It's a thing of beauty. I've never seen a spreadsheet this beautiful. So heads up. Give your thanks to Bee's Knees. I can't even imagine how long this took. Thing of beauty.
I would totally donate to that cause, 100%.
Absolutely.
Let's see who else we got here. So we got Biscuits versus Mace Jam, which is the Jordy, Coombsy, Lena team. Smurfers versus No UB Queen. That'll be a great little matchup there as well. Humble Bumble versus Dave's Killer Queen. That'll be, actually, all of these look freaking amazing to watch. So I'm actually going to be really excited to be watching all these matches next week. So we got Snail in the Coffin. That's Treebone's team versus Soak. Yas Queens versus Snailed It. Leet Court versus Wannabes. Blobby versus Flap Around and Find Out. Tenacious B versus Blobby, yeah. Tenacious B versus Cat Picks, Stinger Bell versus Yeet House, Dark versus Berry Brethren, Good Games Gang versus Penguin Peeps. That'll be an interesting one. We got the inaugural match of Bee Sting versus My Whole Stack. I think My Whole Stack had a bye week last week, so they're getting their first game in. Let's see who else. Tier 2 versus Throw Barrymore, Hive Mates versus Whiskey Business, Oops All Berries versus According to All Known Laws. I think that's your team, Corvus.
Oops All Berries, Tier 2 East.
Yep.
Yep.
Smooth Stalin versus East Toast House Flippers. Cross-platform disadvantage Swiss players versus Oops All Berries, Tier 3 East. Okay. Temp versus Rachel in Gas Station Pizza Party.
Oh.
Is that a joke, or is that something I should know about? Is it like, do you know what that?
I have no clue. I assume it's something having to do with friends, but I could be wrong. Someone in the chat, feel free to correct us. I'm really not sure what that's from.
So next season, you actually got to let me know. Are you going to change your team name to some Illuminati characters, some Unicode
Preferably,
characters?
maybe the team formerly known as to start with, and then the new name is just going to be some symbol. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. I'm trying to get everybody on the name train. I made a nice little one for ProSip. Did one for Killthorn last night. That's how you know we're at the end of the cast, and it's after midnight because we're talking about our names in Discord. But if anyone wants one, shoot me a message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, indeed, Zephyr, it is.
Yeah, that's Corvus, man. Corvus joining me on the cast, doing a great job providing all the colored commentary, able to provide all the insights that I'm not able to. So Corvus, huge contributions here for this cast. Very last minute, we picked it up from Fonz. So shout out to Fonz with Smurfers. I actually didn't get to check out the tail end of their game, so I'm actually going to go watch that in a second here. But yeah, shout out to Fonz and Smurfers for enabling us to do this cast today, and thanks to the teams who played. Thanks to Corvus for providing all the commentary and the Unicode character cool Illuminati names. And yeah, thanks for the viewers and fans out there. Killer Queen Black. Yeah. See you guys.
Most importantly, President, thank you for being you.
Oh, thanks, Corvus. And good games earlier, man. You guys played really well. So
appreciate it. Lots of fun.
All right, thanks, guys. Have a good night. Take care.